A story about a group of ghosts who have lost their shelter due to urbanization. The story that the stranger narrates shows the communal, social, linguistic and historical differences among the ghosts, as they belong to different eras. Udharan. It starts with a struggling wannabe film director entering the royal mansion in the motive of shooting for a movie of title, Hot Hai Yanvi, for which he can decide about the ending. There a stranger comes past the guard to meet the director claiming that he is a writer and has a wonderful story worth making a movie. But the director brushes him off. The writer Raju again confronts the director in order to make him listen to his story. The director finally agrees, but on a condition that the writer will have to listen to his story first. Raju writer listens to his story but doesn't like it and tells him to throw his story into a dustbin. The director then listens to Raju writer's story. He starts his story by saying about the relation of Mumbai's social and industrial works with the spirits or ghosts staying in the houses, trees, etc., and how their homes are lost. Then he shifts to Rai Bahadur Seth Gendarmal Hemraj, who owns a large mill and is also the owner of the royal mansion. The mill workers, angry by Gendarmal's friendly relation with the Britishers, set out to burn the mill in which Gendarmal was present, burning him to death. His ghost now stays at his own royal mansion. Then Raju tells about Mr. Ramsey, who had a habit of reading, and at that time the Indians were struggling for the fight for independence and threw a bomb at him to his death. He contacted his once-upon-a-time boss Mr. Booth, who asks Gendarmal to let Ramsey stay at the royal mansion, to which Gendarmal agrees. Udharan Chenne. Raju then tells the director that Gendarmal had a younger brother, Gulab Chand Chanki Pandey, who was dating a famous actress at that time, Manoranjana Kumari Mahi Gill. She wanted Gulab to marry her and he also agrees with to soon marry each other. But Gulab betrays her by marrying a rich girl. So she gets depresses and drinks a lot, due to which she hangs herself and dies. Gendarmal allows her to stay at the royal mansion. Gulab also dies after being shot by gangsters, but Gendarmal denies his request to stay at the mansion. Soon Gendarmal and Ramsey conduct an audition for eligible ghosts in search of shelter. They select only 10 to 15 ghosts as the mansion would be overcrowded. All live happily in the royal mansion with each other, with some ghosts flirting with Manoranjana and others doing their own works. Udharan. Until one day, they come to know that a businessman named Mr. Bhuteria is planning to demolish the mansion to build a grand mall in its place. The ghosts plan together to not let him achieve his goal. Manoranjana goes to Bhuteria by another name to pull out some information from Bhuteria, where he tells her of his wife Lakshmi Pretailar, who died and still haunts him in his dreams. He then reveals to Manoranjana that he actually killed her. Bhuteria turns to find Manoranjana is not there. A ghost named Babu Hatkata goes to Bhuteria to tell him that he knows of his plots and invites him to the royal mansion to speak with Gendarmal. There he enjoys a party organized by the ghosts and learns that one of the dancers is his Lakshmi. And they reveal that they are all ghosts, and Gendarmal also tells him that if he makes a mall, then they will be homeless, and tells him to get out of the mansion. Udharan. Bhuteria returns to the mansion and returns the original documents of the mansion and never comes back again. Udharan. The story ends here, where in the present, the director wonders if he has the resources and finance to make the movie. Raju goes back to the storeroom and comes back with a pouch of gold coins from the time of the East India Company, and their value would be enough to make the film. There Raju tells the director that while being he couldn't do anything, but after dying he was able to get acknowledgement, which explains that the director was talking to a ghost all the time. He explained that while he was in his struggling days, he once came across a bus where some men are about to rape a girl. He rushes to save her, during which he gets stabbed to his death. He brushes it off until Raju shows him all the ghosts in another room. He wakes up from a dream stating that this was a dream. He meets his crew searching for him and tells that he listened a full script in his dream. He goes back to the room to find Raju's bag, which is full of cash, and also the pouch of gold coins earlier in his pocket, and gets spooked. Inspired by the story, he starts the movie with Raju's story, with all the ghosts looking at the shoot with great happiness.